In this video, I will show you how to calculate the probability of independent and dependent events. So there are only two steps. First, you have to find out the probability of each event, and then you have to multiply the probabilities of both events, right? And it is very easy to calculate the probability of independent and dependent events. Here I will explain you with the help of few examples. Suppose you have rolled a six-sided die two times, right? Two times. So it means there are two events, and this is the die. The question is, what is the probability of 5? What is the probability when you roll the die that 5 will come up? And the second is, what is the probability that the factor of 6 will come up? Right? So this simplifies your answer. So these are the two events. One is 5, other is factor of 6. We have to find out. Two events are independent if the outcome of the first event does not affect the outcome of the second event. Right? A number is a factor of 6 because the second event is the factor of 6. So the number is a factor of 6 if when you divide 6 by the number, the remainder is 0. The events 5 and factor of 6 are independent. The first roll does not affect the second roll. So first we have to find out the probability of 5. So the die has 6 sides. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This die, this has 6 sides, and there is only one chance or only one probability that out of 6 outcomes that 5 may come. There is only one chance. So we will write down that the probability of 5 is 1 by 6. Right? Then we have to find out the factor of 6. So the factor of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. In these 6 numbers and this die, there are 1, 2, 3 and 6. These are the factor of 6. It means that if we divide 6 by 1, the remainder is 0. If we divide 6 by 2, the remainder is 0. Similarly, if we divide 6 by 3 and 6, the remainders are 0. So these are the 4 factors of 6. Out of 6 possible outcomes, there are 4 factors of 6. So 4 divided by 6. These are the two probabilities. So I told you that the first part is we have to find out the probability of each event. So this is the first event, this is the second event, and then we have to multiply these two events. So probability of 5 and factor of 6 is equal to probability of 5, which is 1 by 6, probability of factor of 6, which is 4 by 6, and when you multiply is 4 by 36, and when we divide it, 4 1 time 4 and 4 9 time 36, so answer is 1 by 9. So probability of 5 and factor of 6 is 1.9. I will explain you the same concept with the help of one more example. Suppose you pick a number at random. These are the numbers. Suppose 1, 2, 3. These are the three numbers, and you pick any number. Without putting the first number back, you pick the second number at random. So this is the dependent event because you are not putting back your number. First you will pick first number and then you are picking the second number. So the question is, what is the probability prime means first you have to find out the prime number and then again you have to find out the probability of the prime number. So P prime comma prime. The probability is the number of favorable outcomes out of the number possible outcomes. This is the definition of probability. But we have to find out actually what does prime means. So the only factors of a prime number are 1 and itself. Right? In the case of these three numbers 1, 2 and 3, see 2 comes in the table of 1 and 2. Here 3 has two factors 1 and 3. So these two are the prime numbers. And 1 is neither the prime nor the composite. So there are three numbers total, number 1, 2 and 3, and the prime numbers are 2 and 3. These two are prime number. First you have to pick one prime number. Anyone, maybe you will pick 2 or 3. So there are two chances. These two are the prime and total are 3. So first is this prime is 2 by 3, right? So second is now find the probability of picking a prime number once you have already picked a prime number. So suppose you have picked 2, now you have these two numbers 1 and 3. 2 are left, and out of these two you have only 3, which is the prime number. So our second part is 1 by 2. After you have picked the prime number, the probability of picking the prime number is 1 by 2, because two numbers are left and there is only one prime number. So this is the first part, that first you have to find out the probability of each event, and second part is then you have to multiply. So prime probability of prime and prime is equal to 2 by 3 and 1 by 2, and then we have to multiply, it is equal to 2 by 6. If we divide it, 2 1 times 2 3 times 6, the answer is 1 by 3. One more example, suppose you flip a coin twice. Twice means, right, is a two events. What is the probability of tails and heads? So this is probability of tails and head. We have to find out two events are independent if the outcome of the first event does not affect the outcome of the second event, right? The events tails and heads are independent. The first flip does not affect the second flip. So find probability of tails. Flipping a coin has two possibilities. Maybe the head will come or the tails will come. So probability of tails is half, probability of heads is half. This is the first part, which is find out the probability of each event and then you have to multiply. So probability of tails multiplied by probability of heads, half multiplied by half is equal to 1 by 4. So in this lesson, you have learned how to calculate the probability of independent and dependent event. If you have any question or comments, please write down in the comments section and I will try my best to answer it. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel on YouTube, Sci My Academy, and thanks for watching it.